Hello and welcome to this midweek connection. I'm Reverend Rick Beatty. I'm the senior minister here at Unity of Royal Oak in Royal Oak, Michigan. And it's always an honor for me to bring a message to you during the middle of the week. Last week, we did World Day of Prayer, and unfortunately the live stream for Wednesday didn't work well, but we did record it and we put it up. So if you missed last week, look for it. The opening and the closing for last week's World Day of Prayer ceremonies at Unity of Royal Oak is posted in our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/Unity of Royal Oak. Okay. Every day is getting, today's September the 17th, and every day it's a little bit more like fall, a little bit that blue color that the sky takes on at this time of year makes my heart smile. So I'm honored to be alive, just grateful to be alive. I'm going to share with you today's daily word. First I'm going to say a couple of other things. Our website, unityofroyaloak.org or unityroyaloak.org, if you have some trouble with it. Both are valid. They both point to the same website. We just have one website. We have multiple domains that point to it for various reasons that I'm not going to go into now. And I want you to know that there's a lot of information there. You can find out about our calendar of events, the things that we have going on in the building, the things that are happening only online like this, those that are hybrid, happening in both places. And one of the exciting things that we have going on right now is we have a 7-week spirit group. We're in week 2. We're dealing with Martha Creek's book, Presence and Potential. I had to look around for the book because I'm at home today. I've been working at home. And on Thursdays at 1 Eastern time in the afternoon, every single week stands alone. So, and we don't read it in advance, we read it together. We rotate the reading. So if you've never picked up the book, if you don't have a clue about it, you can still come and have some fun. And I think it's important for us to find additional ways to connect with each other during the week and to create community. And that's certainly something that in the past we've done with our Advent groups and our luncheon groups. So I added one for this book study. Okay. So you can get that on Thursdays at 1. And the way to get to it is go to our website and click on the image of it as it rotates around, and you'll find it. Okay. I want to read for you today's Daily Word, and I do so with permission of Unity, the publishers of Daily Word. The key word is energetic. The affirmation is, I am energetic and enlivened to do what is mine to do. Makes me think of Charles Fillmore's often statement about zeal. Whatever I am called to do, I can count on the energy and the zeal of God within me to help me do it. This energy is my support, whether I'm doing something fun and fulfilling or something more mundane. It is not the task that gives me energy, but the attitude I bring to it. All of the enlivening energy I could ever need is already mine. The life and love of God are with me, mine to call upon in every circumstance. Understanding this, I am no longer overwhelmed by a task that feels too big or intimidated by a goal that feels too ambitious. And boy, this one really struck me because next week, for the first time, I'm going to present a workshop at our Great Lakes Unity Regional Conference. I've been attending the conferences for a long time now, but I've never, I have done the memorial service twice, but I've never presented a workshop, and I'm going to do a workshop about the ways I'm using AI to enhance my effects as a minister, particularly for my research. I've dramatically reduced my research time by I use Google's Gemini Advanced, and there are lots of reasons. I also use ChatGPT, but my world is Google, so Gemini makes sense for me. Anyway, so I've got this big thing I want to do in an hour, and I want to make sure I do a good job. So, and then I'm going to do a follow-on Zoom if people are interested. So if you're a praying person, you can just hold that intention with me. I do an amazing job, and I bring some zeal and enthusiasm to it. All right. It is not the task that gives me the energy, but the attitude I bring to it. All of the enlivening energy I could ever need is already mine. It's yours. What you need is in you. The life and love of God are within me, mine to call upon in every circumstance. Understanding this, I am no longer overwhelmed by a task that feels too big or intimidated by a goal that feels too ambitious. No worldly situation is greater than God. Knowing that I am a divine being, a part of everything God is, sustains my energy so I can do all that is mine to do. And the Bible verse is from Colossians 1, verse 29. For this I toil and struggle with all the energy that he powerfully inspires within me. And I hope that God will write these words into both of our hearts. So I'm playing some music in the background. I'm going to turn it up in a minute. It's called Free No Copyright Relaxing Music in 432 Hertz. I don't know much about frequencies, but I know that everything vibrates. Music is a vibration. My voice is a vibration. And our vibrational energy affects the people around us. And you know that. You've been in a place where everybody was kind of feeling happy and good, and then in comes Donnie Downer or Debbie Downer, whichever, and complaining and griping, and this happens sometimes in a staff meeting or a small group meeting. Conversely, maybe you've been in a spot where it was just kind of mediocre, and then somebody really energetic with a lot of zeal shows up, and they just raise the room. We affect the people around us because we're all dealing with energy, and energy, if you know a little bit about quantum entanglement theory, it says that once two particles are entangled with each other, no matter how far apart they are, even across the universe, what happens to one happens to the other. It's an amazing thing. It's an amazing thing. I think about this stuff a lot. If I were a younger man, I'd probably go back to college and get a degree in physics, but I'll focus on what I'm doing at this moment. All right. We're going to scan your body and just see if there's any tension. Are you carrying any tension? I'm pretty relaxed today, but sometimes I notice it in my neck or my shoulder. So just scan your body, and if you're carrying any tension, just invite it to flow away. It doesn't have to remain where it is. It can just leave you. If you invite it to, it will. And then let's take a deep breath together. My dear friend Mary Wackrow calls them a holy, cleansing, joyous breath. So just breathe in, sigh it out, and now allow your mind to focus on the pattern of your breathing. Just the way you normally breathe. Don't hurry it, don't delay it, just breathe. With every breath, allow yourself to become more relaxed, more at peace, more filled with the sense of the presence and the power of the God of your life living in you as you. When I ask you to focus your attention on your breathing, is to give your mind something to do. So it doesn't wander. It'll wander anyway, mine does. And if that should happen, just bring it gently back to the breath and then follow your breath inward. Meditation is, that's the simplest meditation I know, is to focus on the breathing and let the mind have a little minute of unwinding itself, getting it, just being open, because we give it something to do, to focus on. If you hear noise, if a dog barks, you hear a siren, let it serve as a reminder to have you turn within, to come away from the noise of the outer world. I can't remember how many thousands of messages the average person deals with in a day. It's more than 10,000 advertising type of messages from every source, pop-ups and ads and apps and billboards and more if you watch TV, which I don't do much of anymore. Just breathe. Just breathe and be with spirit. Be with love. And at this time, I invite you to reflect on your day, your week, your recent past. Is there anyone, first of all, is there anyone that you have put out of your heart? I try to remember to ask myself that question often. God, is there anybody I put out of my heart? And then I tend to, I'll go to them, I'll call them, text them. If I can, I'll chant Ho'oponopono for them and for me, for the relationship. Because I want my heart to be open to give and to receive. Because we give and then we receive. It's the law of circulation. So if there's any person, hold them in your mind, we'll pray for them. Is there something going on around you that disturbs you? We'll pray for that. Hold the intention. Perhaps, like many, the political divisiveness and the not knowing who to pay attention to and who's telling the truth. We'll pray about that. Because what we're literally doing is reminding ourselves and each other that there is always a way, and that way is God, that way is love, that way is peace. So let's pray together. Father, Mother, and everything, God, I give thanks for your presence with and in us all. And I'm aware, God, that you are in every person, that your energy is the life of everyone. Everyone I love and those that I think, maybe not so much. And yet, I absolutely know for them that they are a child, your child, God, your child. And for all of our dear friends who are, as you're listening to the the music and the sound of my voice, whatever's going on in your world, we join with you in harmonizing it and making it more peaceful. We bring some zeal and enthusiasm to the experience of life and love. And we bless our country and the world, the political situation here in the U.S. And today is Constitution Day. You didn't know that, did you? It's the 17th of September. Check it out. Use your favorite search engine or AI tool to check it out. So we bless our Constitution, the rule of law, and our way of life. We bless all people, all beings, every party, no party, friendly or not, it doesn't matter. Martha Creek, my teacher, often talks about remaining curious. God, and I want to remain curious. When something goes on that I'm not understanding, can I just take the idea in mind that I couldn't possibly know what is going on in them to behave the way they are? And it's not my business. And I bless you. And I ask that you would bless me. And I'm especially grateful to have just gotten the word that one of our most enthusiastic and zealous volunteers, her name is Susan, who had to have surgery today and was concerned that they might have to remove her eye. And they did not. She still has both of her eyes and she can see, and the surgery was successful. So God, thank you for giving her the peace to remain centered and calm in you. What an inspiring lesson for all of us. And God, I bless my dear friends at Renaissance Unity, my former church. Before I came to Royal Oak, I learned today that their lead minister, Glenn McIntosh, passed away suddenly this morning. So to Glenn and his wife and family, he was the senior vice president for student affairs, I believe, at Oakland University here in Michigan. He was also Oakland University's chief diversity officer and well-liked guy. And for the people at Renaissance Unity who are grieving the loss of their pastor. God, we know that in the midst of every pain, every storm, can come an opportunity if we're willing to grow into it. We lean into it. And God, we bless each other. And by our presence even here, we bless the world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is always. Amen. And now, my friends, remember that the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Namaste.